2 at trying to do this. This should be the last video you see of me in this shirt, tank top, hopefully. Trying to get my books in the background here. Okay, this is my reading wrap-up, part 3 for August of 2018, and I'm going to dive into this. Let's see, I read a couple books for River. Some of these, what just happened? Some of these, 2 of these, I had to return to the library because I couldn't renew them yesterday. But the first one of those is, I read Alanna, the First Adventure by Tamora Pierce. I gave it 4 stars. I've never read this series before, and it's, there's a read-along on BookTube right now that April Sarah is doing. And that started in January, and I'm just reading the first book now, so I'm so not keeping up with that, but I'm reading the books because I've never heard of them. So here is a picture of the book on Goodreads, because that's really helpful, right? Yeah, no? Okay. Yeah, I gave this one 4 stars. I expected it to be, you know, upper middle school, lower YA, fantasy book, kind of good, nothing amazing, but I really, really liked it. Like, I couldn't put this down. I read it pretty much in one sitting. Sorry about the noise. My wonderful husband is making cookies.
Because I love my wife, so.
And it wasn't even my idea. He's awesome, right?
I bet you were thinking about it, though.
But yeah, I ended up really enjoying this book, and I'm looking forward to reading the next one. I have still a big pile of books I want to read this month, so I'm going to try and read that next month. But yeah, I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed this one. More books for Princess. Come on, scroll. And then I read The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. I gave this one 5 stars. This was book 3 in the Remnant Chronicles series. There is a prequel novella that I want to read, and then there's another series in the same world that just started up that I want to read as well. I'm hoping to read those next month too. But here is, again, what the book looks like. I was rushing to read this because, oh come on, just focus or something. There, that kind of works. I was rushing to read this because it was due at the library on the 18th, which was yesterday, and I couldn't renew it, but I did finish it. I mean, for being an over 600 page book, this one was definitely a tome. For being an over 600 page book, I couldn't put it down. I was up until 3 a.m. I read a couple small chunks on like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then was it Tuesday night, Wednesday night? I think it was Tuesday night. I stayed up until 3 a.m. finishing the thing. No, when was it you and River? Yeah, because Alex took River to her ball game that she got free tickets for from her reading program. So I was like, okay, I can sit down and work on this. And then I couldn't put it down, and I was up until 3 a.m. It was really good. It was a great conclusion to the series. It definitely leaves a few bits open, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next series in this world. So yeah, I loved it. I definitely enjoyed that. Then I read, I've got the stack over here, The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jen Wang. I gave this 4 stars. This is a graphic novel. I didn't realize it was a graphic novel when I ordered it from the library, but the art looks like that. And I really enjoyed this. This has some alphabet soup representation that I'm not going to give a label to because Sebastian doesn't give a label to it, and it could be a few different things. But yeah, it was really good. It was really cute. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I did a review for it, so go check that out if you haven't already. It should be up by the time you're watching this. So yeah, definitely enjoyed this. Then I read Revealed by PC Cast and Kristin Cast. This is book 11 in the House of Night series. I realized I only had 2 books left in this and I wanted to finish it off. I'm still really enjoying these. I gave this 3 stars. It's been a while since I read one, but I still really enjoyed this. I also did a review on this book. I wish I'd done a review on Alanna and Beauty of Darkness, but I forgot before I returned them. I also did a review on this book that should be up by now, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. But I enjoyed this, and I enjoyed getting back into the series. And that's River with one of her toys. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they conclude the series in the last book, which I hope to read, guess it, next month. Yeah.
Eureka! I have cookie dough.
I love you, husband. Then I read Locke and Key, Heaven and Earth by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. I give this 4 stars. I love this entire series. This was a collection of one-shots, which is, I would compare to being like novellas and like a book series, but this is a graphic novel series. I really enjoyed all of these. The only thing I was kind of disappointed on was I thought this was a bind-up of all the one-shots, and it wasn't. There were 2 that were left out. So one of those I was able to order from my library, and the other one, it's like almost $40 on Amazon, and it's not on Hoopla, and it's not on Cloud Library, so I ordered it out of system, and hopefully they'll be able to find it. But yeah, I really enjoyed seeing these one-shots. They were a great little addition to the series. Here's some of the art from one of them. Like I said, I have loved this entire series. I'm kind of sad it's over, but it's cool to read like these little one-shots. Then I read Sweet Tooth Volume 6, Wild Game by Jeff Lemire, Jose Villarrubia, and Carlos M. Mangual. Sorry. I gave this 4 stars. I have loved this entire series. I'm sad that it's over, but I did like how it concluded. I was kind of sad because they didn't really conclude the, like, what happened, how did it happen, etc., etc. thing. If I haven't already said this, there's probably going to be spoilers. But I was hoping to find out at the end of the series if it was like a science thing or a mythology thing or what. And
you're getting a little too curious over there.
And it's like kind of science, kind of mythology, no real definite, this is what happened. And I would have liked to see more of that, but I did like the conclusion. I liked how it ended. It's really cute. And yeah, definitely recommend the series. I've loved the whole series, and I'm sad that it's over. Okay, and I think one more book. I read, sorry about the paper over the top of this, but I can't take it off because this is out of system. I read Chew Volume 6, Space Cakes by John Layman and Rob Guillory.
You love that series?
I love this series. I gave this one 5 stars. There's definitely spoilers for this one and what I'm about to say. I still give this 5 stars, and I still love this volume. But Tony, the guy with a Y, who's the main character, his sister Tony with the I, I've really liked her when we've seen her before, and then this one, they made me like her even more, and she's become one of my like favorite characters, and then they killed her.
Spoiler!
I already said spoilers. So I'm kind of sad about that, but I forgot. Backtrack for 2 seconds. Sweet Tooth art. Okay. I'm kind of sad about that, but we'll see what happens. On the bright side, I found out that Hoopla now has all the volumes, so I don't have to order them out of system anymore. On the downside, I found out that the volume 12 that our library does have is missing, but all the volumes are on Hoopla, so I don't have to order them out of system, but that also means that I'll be through them sooner, which is sad. But, this is graphic, but there's some of the art for this series. I'm loving this series. I'm gonna be sad when it's over. I'm like halfway through it now. So that's everything I have read for this past week. Let me know if you're liking the format I'm doing with these wrap-ups. It makes it a lot easier for me to be able to still show you most, if not all, of the books, and get them back to the library in a timely fashion and all of that. So I have one other thing to discuss, and this is going to be a DNF. For me, if you don't already know this, DNFs are not permanent. I just put them on my currently reading on Goodreads, and I get back to them eventually. River, leave the trash alone. This is a cabinet of ancient medical curiosities. Strange tales and surprising facts from the healing arts of Greece and Rome. River.
DNFing that.
Yes. This is by J.C. McKeown. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. It's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be like talking about it and scholarly and everything. This is a nonfiction, but it's mostly quotes from ancient texts, which I am enjoying, but it's not something that I can easily sit down and just read through, and it's due on Tuesday. This is Sunday night when I film these. It's due on Tuesday, and I can't renew it. So I'm about this far in. I'm on chapter 5. I'm about 71 pages in. It's less than 300 pages. I could probably finish it, but there's other stuff, and it's just dragging because it's just a bunch of quotes, so it's not something I want to read through. So I'm just not going to push myself, and I'll finish it later on. So that's everything I have to discuss for this video. Questions, comments, or opinions down in the comments are wonderful. I love talking to you guys about books. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!